Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the High Grade Universal Century Gyan Revive. Now this is the Revive version of the old version of the HGUC Gyan, so it has better articulation, a little bit better color, and basically improvement of all sorts of aspects. Now I got this kit to try out something with a different, how should I say, an option part, and before that I wanted to make a review of this kit. And once again, after building it, it really was fun to build, and I really like the articulation that's implemented on this kit as well. And I did hear a lot of good stuff when this first came out, so I was pretty curious, and I also had, I tried out the Gyan lot and the Argyaga, so I thought, why not? Okay, let's get on to the review. First, what you get is pretty simple. You get the Gyan itself, you get its beam sword / beam saber, you get its iconic shield, you get some stickers. Now you only get 3. Currently you get 2 pink ones. Both are for the mono eye, but one is bigger and one is a little bit smaller. Which I'm assuming is that the bigger one is for to put in the middle. The smaller one, if you want to put it in like the side or up section, I am assuming that's why you need that. Among that, you only get 1 extra pod cap left with this, which is a neck joint. You will use a plastic neck joint on this one. And you get a extra hand. Basically, you get 3 hands, 2 of this being the multi-purpose hands, and the last right one is for the whatchamacallit, is a articulated wrist hand. Because the Gyan, despite having beams there, it's known for its fencing attack pose, so that's why in order to do a fencing position, they gave you an extra articulated hand. Now if you have the Gyan slot, you should have this. For me, I kind of lost the pieces to make this hand back then, so I wasn't really aware or how good this hand was. Okay, anyway, let's get on to the review. Now this review is going to be pretty simple because there's not much, or this kit is pretty good in all aspects and pretty simple at the same time. The head, very different looking head. It's one of the uncommon or heads that you don't see every day. Once again, the mono eye does not move. You get a black piece and you have to position the eye whatever you want. Now I tried putting it in the middle, but I don't think it's exactly in the middle, but I'm satisfied the way how it is. Despite its shape, you do get some movement. Now 360 is possible. You can go down a little bit, up a little bit, so that's pretty good. The body, nothing too special. Beyond the mono eye, the only other sticker you get is this part, which I really don't get, to be honest. I think I like it without the sticker, but for now I just tried it on and oh well. The main body, you do get some movement. You do have a little bit of ab crunch, which can go forward and a little bit up and to the side a little bit. Not too much. So nothing too special on the main body. The backpack, once again, nothing too special. Just you slap a piece on there. For now, I think I'll take off the shield. The arms are pretty good. They're really articulated very well. They can go 90 degrees out to the side, and then thanks to the connection of the ball joints of the shoulder, it can go forward and backward a little bit. And then its 360 rotation is possible with a double jointed arm. Very nice very nice articulation, and with your typical ball jointed hand. Okay, now we've seen that. Now let's look at the waist. The waist section was something I did not expect. It's the front skirt, where I thought it would be able to separate it, but no, they're actually connected together. So if you're going to separate it, you're going to need to do some modification because this does not have that typical ball jointed connector part that we usually see. Anyway, it doesn't move that much. That's all as far as you go. Okay, and then side skirt, once again, not much movement. Back skirt, a little bit of movement, which I'm kind of surprised to see. Those who know the backstory about the boosters on the Gyan might know how it's relayed with the Zuda. Anyway, the leg itself, nothing too special. I've already built the Gyan slot, so I know what to expect. But because of the design, the front skirt, you can't go a 90 degrees bend, but considering a mold suit like this, you don't really need that much. It can go almost about 90 degrees with a double jointed leg or knee. and then your typical ball jointed feet. Now, despite being flat, and I thought this was kind of big, but if you try it, sometimes you will have some balance issues because it's only really supporting the front of the feet. The back of the feet, it does not really support that well. So sometimes it will like feel like it's going to fall to the back, but once you know how it works, it's not much of a problem. Okay, now let's look at its equipment. The shield, one of the iconic shields of the series. I believe these are missile pods, and then you have these grenade launchers onto the side, which is when you think about it, it's a very deadly weapon. I've actually used the Gyan in multiple games, and they were pretty deadly. Sometimes some people mention these are like grenades, missiles, or sometimes these are actually mines, like floating mines, because in each game they kind of show it a little bit differently. Yeah, but this is the only long-range weapon. For the connection, it's pretty simple. You just need to put the handle into the hand and then slide it up, and you get to clip it on. But besides that, I believe you also have one more feature where you can actually, while connected to the arm, you can pull this off and then make it look like it's showing to the front side, so you don't need to actually move the arm that much. This is actually possible thanks to the swivel system that's on the connector here. So if you have this on, you can actually make it show that it's facing forward, and you can do some nice shooting poses with the shield. I really like they implemented that in this. I was really impressed when I had this shield with the Gyan slot. So once again, very good engineering, if you ask me. Now for the main weapon, it's I believe these are what you call a rapier style beam saber. It's nothing too much. You only get one beam saber effect, really yellow. I believe the master grade would give you 2 handles, and one of the handles you can actually store into the shield. This one, for the high grade, you don't really get to store that into the shield. Now, there's no peg or hole system into the hand, but it holds pretty well. It's your typical beam saber connection to the hand, but once again, the special thing about this hand is that there's another joint on the wrist. So if you can actually bend the arm or wrist like this, so the beam sword is facing forward like that, because the Gyan, its fighting style was more like using a rapier style, like fencing. So that's why I guess Bandai wanted to really implement that into the kit, and I really like the way how this works. I mean, there's so much poses that you can actually do with this kit. Beyond that, that's basically much it. I bought this kit to use the valuable pod onto this kit. I know it's meant for the older version, but I actually found a way to use that onto this kit. But that's going to be, I'm not going to show that review today. It's going to be like delayed because I have school and stuff. Anyway, this was the review of the HGUC Gyan Revive. Now, this kit is pretty good in quality, so I really can recommend this to anybody, beginners or really old school fans, anybody, to be honest. And this is one of those kits that actually are making me want to try the master grade version as well. So hopefully I can get one of those in the future. Anyway, thank you for watching the review of the HGUC Gyan Revive. If you have any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build, so please stay tuned. And if you found my videos informative or at least enjoyable, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. Until then, see you guys next time!